Guys, welcome back to the final episode. That's right, you heard it, the final episode of the Getting Swole series. Don't worry, I'm gonna have another series for those of you that care. But as I promised, going to be doing the updated measurements. Now, I took measurements 2 months ago when I started this series. I'm pretty sure that was episode 1, 2 months ago. And right after I take these new ones, we're gonna sit down, compare the measurements, and talk about what improved, what didn't, okay? I'm in the dark as much as you guys on this. I've not done this yet. I checked my arms only a few days ago. Everything else, I'm in the dark on. All right, I got the shorts on today. Gonna show you the leg measurement, all right, so you guys believe me this time. But after that, I'm also going to talk about all the lifts that I did, and I'm gonna show where I started, first week of workouts, and where I ended, which was last week. Strength gains, all right, PRs, personal goals that I hit. I'm gonna go over all of that. But let's get started with these measurements first, all right? Now my weight, I will show this clip overlay here. My weight has gone down a few pounds. Okay, you guys can see here on the scale, 204.5. This is upon first waking up. Okay, at the end of the day, I'm like 207-ish, 206.5, 207. So what I would like to thank for dropping a few pounds is just clean eating. Okay, I've been meal prepping past couple weeks, eating very clean, everything homemade, all right? Not eating any takeout, which is what I was doing when Getting Swole was in its early stages. When I first started it, I was eating takeout every day. So that's probably why my weight was a little inflated for a little while there. I was getting pudgy around the waist here, but that is no more. All right, I'm trying to cut down a little bit, and that is why my weight is now down 5 pounds. All right, got to put the hat on here because don't have a shirt on, don't really have anywhere to put this mic. And I found that when I put it over here on my dumbbells and I'm over here, kind of sounds like shit. Okay, so that's why I'm wearing the hat. But let's get into the measurements here. The first thing that I'm going to be doing is my waist. All right. And of course, these measurements are not taken after a workout. Okay, these are completely cold measurements. I don't measure after a workout or when I'm pumped or whatever. So the waist is, I'm seeing 34.5. All right, tight around there. You guys can see, still have some blubber here. Okay, that's usually where I keep it on my body, but 34.5 is the waist. Let me write this down before I forget. Where is my pen? All right, a few technical difficulties here. All right, I'm about to measure my arms, and I realize I forgot the tape. All right, the tape is the most important part of measuring the arm. So let's get this on here. Okay, I think we're all right. You guys can see a little over 17.25. Not quite 17.5, but it's on the line above 17.25, which means the left one grew. Okay, so that's awesome. We got 17.25. Okay. So if I'm not mistaken, that grew a hair as well. Because I remember last time it was about a hair under 17.25. So both the arms grew about a hair. Very good news. Okay, but let's get into the next measurement. All right, so the chest is 40, a little tight on that right pec, 47 and a half. Okay, I don't know if you guys can see that. 47 and a half. Is the lens focusing? Hopefully. All right, 47 and a half for the chest. Are 53. Okay. Shoulders are 53. Going for another lens again. That worked pretty well last time. Just about 53. Okay, I want to be as accurate as possible here. Pretty tight over the back. Okay. 53. Right. All right, time for the legs. Let's go. All right, we have 26 and just about a half. Yeah, 26 and a half there. All right, if you guys can see that. 26 and a half. 26 and a half on the left one. Let's see the right one. And we have 26 and 3/4. All right, so the right one's a little bigger at 26 and 3/4. All right, and the last measurement will be the neck. And I'm doing this for the mirror, in front of the mirror, because I want to be able to see it. So neck, we are at about, where are we at here? Jeez. I want to, we're at about 17 and a quarter. So if you guys can see that. Okay. 17 and a quarter on the neck. So matching the arms very well with that. Okay, measurements done. Now let me go all the way back to January 1st. Wow. That was a long time ago. Went by quick. Life goes by quick. But the waist was 35 inches on January 1st. Now let's get back to the new measurements. The waist is now 34.5. Okay, so it dropped half an inch. Again, clean eating. Okay, that's the only reason why that has happened. I haven't been doing much ab training whatsoever. That's all from eating clean. Now, left arm was 17 and a quarter, and I moved up one line. Okay, today I just put 17 and a half light because on my tape measure that I have, it's the line between a quarter and a half. So could have put 17 and a quarter heavy, or I just put 17 and a half light. Okay, so I grew. That's all that matters. I grew in that short time frame, and I weigh less now. So that's pretty cool. Okay, now the right arm, it was 17. I put 17.20 inches last time. So that's a 17 and a quarter now. Grew a hair very slightly. Okay, I have noticed that my right arm, I wouldn't say lags behind, but a little behind the 8 ball there. Now chest, wow. Chest was, if I'm reading this right, chest was 46 inches on January 1st, and now it's 47 and a half, an inch and a half of growth. And the only thing I could think of why that's the case is that I started focusing a lot on bench. Okay, you guys know me, I put the dead bench in, I was doing floor press for a little while, and I just started focusing a lot on gaining strength and overloading on the flat barbell bench press. And I really think that's the only reason why the chest has grown as much as it has. It's just because of that, all right? And I'm not stopping, all right? Just because I'm doing a new series with legs being the primary focus does not mean I am gonna have the bench take a back seat. I'm still gonna be doing dead bench once a week and still gonna be killing it on flat bench on Mondays, all right? Monday's International Chest Day. It's not going anywhere. So yeah, 1.5 inches of growth. Shoulders, they were 51.5. And today, 53. So another 1.5 inches of growth. All right, we will get into the numbers that I have now on overhead press compared to my numbers when I first started this. So we'll talk about it. We'll talk about that in a few moments. What's next? The left thigh. So that was 26.25 on January 1st, and it's 26.5. Yep, 26.5 now. So 1/2 inch, I'm sorry, 1/4 inch of growth. Now the right thigh, it was 26.75, and it's still 26.75. So the right, that's weird. The right thigh has not grown at all. Now I did not measure my neck on January 1st, but I measured it today, and it is 17.25, which it's up to standards with my arms, which is good. But the calves are not there. All right, you guys are probably like, dude, you didn't even measure calves. And there's a reason. It's because I did not work them out. I think I worked them out twice throughout the entire span of the Getting Swole series. Worked them out twice. Why would I even bother measuring them? Okay, I did not focus on them. There's no way that they grew. But this new series, they will grow because I will be training them hard. But let's go into the numbers and let's see how much strength I gained on every single movement that I prioritized. The first day I'm going to go over is the chest and biceps day. At the beginning of the series, I was doing 300 pounds for 1 and 245 for 8. Now by going off of that and then going to the current day, you guys know I hit 315, which was a personal goal of mine going into this series. And I was actually quite surprised at how quick it came just from doing dead bench for about 3 weeks. I think it was 3.5 weeks. I crushed 315. The first time I got it, it was slow. The form was sloppy, but the next 2 times I got it, very clean form. It went up very easy. So maybe not easy, but it looked easy on camera. All right, but it wasn't easy on this bench. Okay, it was not easy, but it looked easy. That's all that matters. Again, that was a personal goal I had, and I got it thanks to prioritizing the dead bench. Now 245 for 8. I did 265 for 9 yesterday. And 225 for 16. Now I'm not sure if I can find, I don't think I repped out 225 early on in this, but I do remember only getting about 10 with 225, 10 or 11. So to get that for 16 now, that's a lot there. All right, that's a big increase. That's awesome. Now for incline bench, I'm gonna be honest, I I didn't really increase much weight on that. Okay, I started off 185 for 8, failing 9, and now I'm doing 205, and I got that for 10, was a top set. So an increase, but nothing to really be like, whoa, you know? And I didn't really prioritize it. I've always loved flat bench over incline bench. I've even started doing dumbbell incline bench because it just feels, I don't know, it feels more natural for me and I enjoy it a lot more. Now, next workout is going to be the standing barbell curl. I did 120 for 6 reps, failed 7 when I first started the series. Now, the last time I did that weight on February 17th was 125 for 9 reps. So started off doing 120 for 6. Now I'm doing 125 for 9. Pretty good increase right there. Now the preacher curl. The preacher curl is something that I increased the weight on, the strength on quite a bit. I was doing 85 pounds for 8 reps. And on this day, I did it 100 pounds. 100 pounds for 7. So 85 for 8 reps, then 100 pounds for 7. Now yesterday, the one workout that I did not film, I did basically a volume day, and I got that same weight, 85 pounds, the one I started with at the beginning of this, I only got for 8 reps. I did it for 13 the first set, and then 10 the second set. So big jump right there. I'm proud of myself for that one. And weighted dips, I just started doing weighted dips. I started off getting swole doing the dumbbell fly on the flat bench. Didn't hate it, but I wanted to do weighted dips. I felt like dips, I know that dips, weighted dips, are just a more important workout to do. Okay, they have better carryover to triceps, upper body strength and all that than the dumbbell fly, which is why I changed it out. Gonna continue to do the weighted dips because I love that workout, and you know, we'll go over progress eventually later on. And that's pretty much it for chest and biceps day. Let's go over a back and rear delts day. All right, so pull-ups, body weight for 12. This was at the beginning. I'm basically doing that the same. All right, I think I got 14 a few weeks ago on body weight. I started doing weighted pull-ups now with a 25 pounder. So can't really compare to when I started with the body weight, but I did do body weight for 14 a couple weeks ago. So slight increase. I mean, I don't think it's anything to talk about really. I haven't been prioritizing pull-ups. I've been doing them, but it's not like something that I'm really prioritizing. The low pulley row, I haven't done that in a while. I was doing that at the beginning of this, but I do want to talk about the barbell row because the barbell row is probably my favorite back workout, and it's something I've been doing since the beginning of this. So at the beginning, 275 for 9 reps, but hear me out on this. If you guys have been following this whole series, and if you're still watching to this very second, 275 was very cheated when I first started. It was just like picking it up, throwing it around as quick as possible. Wasn't really controlling the weight at all, and I don't get a big hard on for controlling the weight, you know, control the eccentric. I don't really care about that stuff, but I do think it's better to have some control sometimes, okay? But other times, just throw the weight around. All right, it's fun. But when I did start this, I was throwing the weight around, 275 for 9, and now I'm doing, give me a second here, 275 controlled for 12. Big jump there, okay? Now the deadlift, I was doing the low back deadlift, if you guys remember, 315 for 9. I got up to 335 for 10 on that. And now I'm doing, let me pull this up real quick. Now I'm doing 365 for 7. Pretty good, all right? Gonna keep doing that, the deadlift, try to progress. Okay, if I feel uncomfortable doing it at all, I'm just gonna stop there, okay? Because deadlift is something that you can get injured very easily on. Don't wanna get injured, don't wanna be out for a good amount of time. I really don't. All right, now legs. Legs was something that grew a lot on, okay? Set 1 on January 3rd was 315 for 7. Now, last week of January, I got 315 for 10. And after that week, decided to go up, as I should. I mean, I just got slugging for 10 reps. And I got 335 for 7 now. So started off 315 for 7. Now I'm doing 20 pounds heavier for the same reps, same amount of reps. Now this next series is going to be leg focused, all right? Really gonna dive deep into the squats, all right? Gonna start doing dead squats, and I'm going to be doing those. Gonna do an intro this Thursday, just because I've never done the movement before, the dead squat that is. Gonna do an intro this Thursday before I do regular squats, and then starting next week, probably when I start the series, it's going to be dead squat on Mondays after I do my chest and bicep work, and then legs, of course, with the regular squat on Thursdays. All right, I like having a two-day gap between doing, you know, a dead movement, I guess you can call it, or the regular one. Leg extensions, leg curls, I did increase on those, but I don't really think it's anything cool to talk about because they're just machine movements, all right? So I'm just gonna skip over those. Now, shoulders and triceps. Okay, I was doing shoulder press, 135 for 7. Now, 2 weeks ago, I got 135, which is a plate on each side, for 10. So then I went up, and 145 I got for a top set of 8, but I have not been able to repeat that lately. I think I got 7 2 weeks in a row. So not getting much stronger on shoulder press. And after I do the leg series, that's gonna be the next guy up. All right, shoulder press, gonna focus on that. So, dumbbell French press for triceps. When I first started, 100-pound dumbbell for 7. And now I'm doing 105 pounds for 9. So, solid increase there. Behind the neck press, that's something I just added. Dead bench, I don't really think I need to talk about that, but when I started, I was doing 225 for 7, and now I'm got 290 for a top set of 5. But it was a hard set. It was a struggle, and I haven't done dead bench since then. Going to be doing it, of course, this Thursday. Now, barbell skull crusher. All right, I have been doing that. 100 pounds for 9 on January 4th. And now 110 pounds for 7. Failed 8, and I have a -1 here. So I got 110 2 weeks ago for 8. Okay, so Pretty good there. And yeah, that is about it, guys. All right, so increasing strength on most movements. All right, and I'm not stopping. All right, I'm growing. I have grown in the past 2 months. So why would I change anything? The only thing I am going to do is add in some leg work because I really want to get my calves up to the same size my arms and my neck are. And squats, I just want to squat 405. All right. Do 335 for 7 now. I know I can do it. I know I'm going to get it. And I just want to get absolutely strong on squats. I just think squat is like, not a lot of big guys do it. Big bodybuilding guys, not a lot of them do it. And I want to do it. I want to squat a lot of weight. Okay, it's just something I like doing. A lot of guys run away from the squats. I like squatting. And I don't know why the heat is blasting in here right now. It's probably telling me that I've been rambling on too long. It's giving me a hint, which I have been. I've been talking way too much in this video. But guys, for those of you that have stayed this entire time, thank you so much. Okay, thank you for tuning in to this series. And I hope to see you for the next one. Thank you so much for watching.